Unraveling the Complex Nexus, Rebels, Progressive Thinkers, and the Western Haven. The phenomenon of historical figures, rebels, and progressive thinkers seeking refuge or support from Western countries is a multifaceted and intriguing aspect of global history and geopolitics. To delve into this complex topic, we will explore the various dimensions and historical examples that shed light on this phenomenon. Geopolitical realities. Geopolitical dynamics have often played a pivotal role in the relationships between historical figures and Western countries. The motivations behind seeking support or refuge from the West can be deeply rooted in the pursuit of strategic advantages, resources, and international influence. Historical context. Throughout history, regions around the world have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, nations, and power structures. In this context, individuals and groups have strategically aligned themselves with stronger nations, including those in the Western world, to secure their interests and protect their existence. 1. Alliances for protection. Historical figures and groups facing existential threats from oppressive regimes or rival powers have sought alliances with Western countries to ensure their safety. This is often driven by the need for military support or diplomatic intervention. 2. Access to resources. Western countries, particularly during periods of colonial expansion, have sought access to valuable resources in other parts of the world. Some historical figures and leaders have leveraged this interest to gain support for their causes or regions. 3. International influence. By aligning with Western powers, individuals or groups may gain international recognition and leverage in diplomatic negotiations. This can be a crucial strategy for advancing political or ideological objectives. Practical necessity. The practical necessity of seeking refuge or support from Western countries cannot be overstated. When individuals or groups engage in movements or struggles against oppressive regimes or systems, they often face dire threats to their lives and well-being. Persecution and danger. 1. Political repression. Those who challenge authoritarian regimes, advocate for human rights, or promote democratic values may find themselves targeted for persecution. Seeking refuge in Western countries with established legal protections can be a matter of survival. 2. Threats to personal safety. Rebellion and resistance movements are frequently met with violence and repression. In such circumstances, seeking sanctuary in Western nations can provide a haven from imminent danger. 3. Exile as a tactic. In some cases, individuals may choose exile as a tactical maneuver. By leaving their home country and establishing connections with Western governments, they can garner support for their cause while avoiding direct confrontation with oppressive forces. Complex motivations. While some historical figures and rebels may have genuinely fought for noble causes, it is important to acknowledge that motivations can be multifaceted. Mixed motives, including personal gain, political power, or ideological flexibility, have influenced the paths chosen by various individuals and groups. Ideological versatility 1. Shifting alliances. Over time, individuals or movements may shift their allegiances and priorities. This can result in unexpected collaborations or support from Western nations, even if the initial struggle was rooted in anti-Western sentiment. 2. Political pragmatism. Pragmatism often plays a role in decision-making. Leaders and figures may adapt their positions to secure support or resources from Western governments, sometimes aligning with ideologies they previously opposed. 3. Legacy assessment. Historians and scholars often grapple with assessing the true motivations of historical figures. It can be challenging to discern whether their actions were primarily driven by ideology, self-interest, or a combination of factors. Legacy and impact. Examining the long-term consequences of the struggles led by historical figures and rebels who sought refuge or support from the West offers insights into the enduring complexities of these interactions. Unintended outcomes. 1. Legacy of dependency. For regions or movements that have relied on Western support, a legacy of dependency on external powers may emerge. This can shape political dynamics and limit genuine self-determination. 2. Questioning the struggle. In hindsight, the motivations and outcomes of historical struggles may be reevaluated. some may question whether these struggles were genuinely aimed at achieving the stated goals or if they served other interests. 3. Ongoing challenges. The fact that descendants of historical figures or rebel leaders settle in Western countries can be seen as emblematic of the persistent challenges facing their home regions. These challenges may include political instability, economic disparities, or threats to personal safety. Globalization. The process of globalization, characterized by increased connectivity and interdependence across borders, has further facilitated the interactions between historical figures, rebels, and Western entities. Transnational networks. 1. Global support networks. In today's interconnected world, movements and individuals can easily establish global support networks. These networks often extend to Western countries, allowing for collaboration and advocacy on a global scale. 2. Diaspora influence. Diaspora communities in Western nations can play a significant role in supporting the causes of their countries of origin. They may advocate for political change, provide humanitarian aid, or mobilize international support. 3. Cross-cultural exchange. Globalization fosters cross-cultural exchange, enabling ideas, technologies, and resources to flow across borders. Historical figures and rebel leaders may have leveraged these networks to advance their goals. In conclusion, the phenomenon of historical figures, rebels, and progressive thinkers seeking refuge or support from Western countries is a complex interplay of geopolitical realities, practical necessity, mixed motivations, legacy, and the effects of globalization. It underscores the intricate nature of global history and the ever-evolving relationships between individuals, movements, and the Western world. Understanding these dynamics requires a nuanced approach that considers the historical context and multifaceted motivations of the actors involved.